And not gonna hold you. Friday night, was it Friday night? I think Solo said something. He called him a weak tribal chief. He called Roman a weak tribal chief. I said, "Ooh, it's that kind of sound like
That is.
so." Yeah, I mean, it was official.
That is.
Roman walked out. He had on some Yami ones. There's a report going on that them Bloodline 11s, the
25.
Bloodline 11s, they may be hitting in January. I guess. I think
Over the counter.
Listen,
had the OTC. I was confused for a second when I saw that. Was you about to say, man?
listen. It's certain shit that you just gotta like. This nigga came back and shook the roof on that bitch. I felt it in my living room. I could feel it.
When he walked out,
Huh?
when he walked out, is you saying?
When that music hit, I'm like, oh my god! I wasn't expecting something. Like this is legendary shit.
Right.
The event was good. I was ready to, you know what I mean? All right, let's pack this up.
It was a good event overall.
This main event is, I mean, it's a main event, whatever. It had to feel at the beginning of the main event. I don't mean to ramble, I'm sorry.
No, you could.
It had a main event feel at the beginning of the match. I said, oh, okay. All right, Cody. The match kind of, you know what I mean? It started here, and then it gradually went like this. You know what I mean? I'm like, all right, let's get this. When Sun music hit, I said, "Oh my god!"
Because you knew immediately he was going after Solo.
Wait, Matt, what you say?
I said, "Oh my god!"
Mm-hmm.
It's up.
It's up from here.
I don't know if the nigga's legendary. Just legendary shit. I can't.
Mimi said, "Talk it."
That's it. It's legendary shit.
There's nothing to say.
Well, then he came. I mean, because I guess we should say that he came out totally Superman punched young man after calling him a weak motherfucker, and then hit the spear.
But Cal, I'm sorry. I'm
No,
sorry.
what you saying?
To go here, but it was so up. I was confused. Like, yo,
Look at homegirl. Look at homegirl. Look at her
That's
face.
what I'm not the one at ringside, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
She everywhere. Golly, shout out to her.
Yeah, she hit the lotto. I know her. That's Gertrude.
She hit the lotto.
Shout out to Gertie. Gertie.
Shout out to you, Gert.
She used to stay in Dove.
Damn.
Gert. Yes,
When Sun came out, I was confused on what he about to do, because it looked like he was confused himself.
Who, Roman?
Y'all was confused by what he was about to do?
I
was confused because I didn't know, because I'm like, all right.
That nigga was in the left lane. He was gonna make a turn.
Yeah.
And
that's what you thought? When I was watching, I'm like, it looks like he's trying to talk himself into the family. I'm like, is this nigga talking himself into, all right, let me get the family over? Or I'm about to dig cuz ditch. He about to lay up in it.
Yeah,
that's what I was about. You about to say something wild, wasn't you?
He was about to say something wild.
Because bitch is really close. Anyway, speaking of the family, they did something extremely smart.
Talk about it.
They put a boot on.
When crazy nigga lower two, you know what I mean? Lower two, right? When crazy nigga lower two got hurt on the table.
Yes.
They did that so him and Roman, they ain't got to decide between them two niggas. That is very, very smart.
They are here.
They know what they're doing.
So that's a work.
That was very, very smart.
I think it's a work.
That's what somebody was saying on Turnbuckle Talk. That I think it was it Corey said that he thinks also that it was a work. But I kept asking, did anybody see him get up and walk away?
No, he limped out.
He limped out. There were. I want to say there may have been two refs with him walking down that aisle on the way back. Yeah,
he did not get carted out.
Right.
But
he walked because they all walked out.
and then the next day it was a boot.
It was a boot. Yeah,
with the boot in the store made me say, I don't really.
Steve
I'm
Lee
hoping
brilliant.
that he, you know what I mean, that he's
okay. Because I would have been heartbroken.
Hunter said he was fine in the press conference.
I ain't watching press conference.
Well, I mean,
I didn't either.
I think the thing is regardless, we're gonna find out this Friday on SmackDown because they already announced on Raw that Roman Reigns gonna be making his return. So I would assume that whatever conversation needs to happen, that may open the show post Smack, because you figure. And I think me and Fame were having this conversation offline in Cleveland, in the Lamb. SmackDown really feel like that A show. Like when you're talking about go home shows, SmackDown's a show, and I think on the vice versa. We'll talk about the fallout on Raw, but the main event storyline is happening this Friday night, and it features Yamin on his way back. Mimi, he's a baby. Is he babyface right now?
I don't know. I don't want him to be a babyface. I want him to stay mean and disgusting. And gaslighting. I want him to stay that way.
Right.
But I don't know.
I was seeing reports saying that he was listed internally, but I don't know how anybody would know that the day after.
As a babyface?
As a babyface, yeah.
That's how it works, ain't it?
There's no list.
I think that my whole thing is regardless of whatever they're feeling intern, like Cody's still the champion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's secondary.
Nobody was looking at him.
I was gonna say if Roman Reigns is a babyface on SmackDown, he ends up being, because that's all the people were chanting. They were in the arena, both SmackDown and at SummerSlam. We want Roman. We want Roman. Like they're ready for this man. If he's a babyface,
he's definitely a babyface. There's no question. He hit the bad guy in the face.
He did. He did rock the bad guy to sleep.
But he
said, "Nigga, stop wearing them velvet shirts."
Look at the crowd. The crowd's like, "Yeah, nigga, Corey Grace." Oh shit.
Yeah, that what he said.
I don't know. I have to watch the show. I've not watched the show on Peacock.
I watched it 3 times. True.
It was up.
Was this that was the biggest moment of the night?
Absolutely.
The moment was fire. I mean, the night was fire. But this is
when everybody was clearly on TV. This was the one.
Yep. And I talked trash about this pay-per-view before it even hit.
Why?
Me and April were in a group text like, does this feel big to you?
We were.
She was like, I was just wondering, did you make it to Cleveland? I was like, fuck no. And I have no fucking FOMO. This is stupid.
This was what, like Friday? Like Thursday, Friday last week?
Saturday morning.
Oh, shit. Y'all didn't care.
No, we didn't give a hoot nanny. And then the show happened, and we were like, "Oh, we're eating crow."
Yeah, y'all underestimated. I think we had that conversation on the show. It was either last week or the week before. Just the question was, does SummerSlam feel like SummerSlam going into SummerSlam? And I don't think it really did. No. But when you look at the card and what they ended up doing, I mean, there was a lot that got done. Gunther beat Damian Priest, but Gunther beat Damian Priest in a match where Finn Balor came out. Like there was so much storyline outside of that moment that also happened. Braun Breaker, I got to see Braun Breaker Daddy almost shed a tear when this man won. He finally won the Intercontinental title.
That's dope.
LA Knight,
he was crying because of dope.
I
don't know. You want to call Marcus Jordan?
I don't know what was going on.
Jesus Christ!
But the LA Knight finally won.
Yeah, you gotta get Hogan Paul off TV.
I'm so glad.
But he was putting him over in the damn after party.
I hate that guy. I'm sorry.
They were loud shouting.
Hey,
F. Logan Paul.
We did it.
Shout out Hagerstown.
Number jails
Oh,
up
is that
there.
where he from?
Yeah, that's where he from. He technically not from. He
Ain't
from the
nothing
Yami, but he not really from the Yami.
Well, I mean, that's Maryland, fucking outlets out there.
That's a Maryland boy. That's a Maryland boy.
Scott.
You know, those were like, and of course, the opener had Dom.
That was up.
Is that the first time a nigga heel turned from being a heel already?
I'll talk about it. Mimi, you upset you didn't like that?
I fast forwarded it.
You fast forwarded through Dom going full heel?
Match?
Yeah.
The match?
You know what it is? It's something, and I'm not trying to be funny. I promise you I'm not trying to be funny. It is something about Liv Morgan that irritates, that gets under my skin. And when, I can't, I
hate her too. I hate the motherfucking too. I hate her because Cal like her.
This shit was great. I don't care what nobody say.
It was good, but I just hate that she's in this position and she's not good.
Hey, she did.
That's what it is.
What did she do? They did something.
Alexa Bliss a little bit. And then when I saw that she was she was tonguing him, you can see her tongue.
I mean, they selling it. She's single. He married. He married.
It was way too much.
Shoot. I might gotta rewatch that.
They didn't to the end of the match.
Yeah. Go about 20, 25 minutes in. Yeah, whatever. That's crazy.
Damn.
I'm not even a big Rhea fan either, but I just feel like she's lopsided in everything that she does.
I don't think she's believable here. I think
Liv?
I don't. It's something. Rhea originally and Liv Morgan don't match to me. They don't.
At the end of the day, they're two different.
They don't match to me, and I think that's one of the reasons.
Y'all said the match was bad?
I don't. I think the thing is the story, and I'm not saying the match was bad. 'Cause I don't care what anybody say. I feel like Liv it's a good use of horny to advance the story. Shouts out to Bad Lick and Drinking Jermaine. I'm a Liv Morgan fan, and I thought in ring, I feel like the match was better than I thought it was going to be. Mm-hmm. Especially after them running in and out of the ring and all that stuff. I think they told a good story overall in the ring.
Yes. Yeah, it was good.
The payoff at the end was I don't want to say I was surprised they did that first, but that payoff at the end, that was some of the loudest chants I heard in arena. Even if he went heel, because we're right that he went full heel, the crowd was waiting for that confirmation of Dom siding with Liv, and they got that payoff, and they loved it.
You know what that is? Because SummerSlam's always been known as Smart Mania, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So that is 50,000 niggas saying, "I told y'all." It was a hot, all right, y'all niggas is online, I think her and Dom is really in collusion together.
Right. Everybody was right.
Million niggas had that thing.
Everybody was right. Yeah.
On the timeline, I told you.
All the time.
This is my question. The way
I said it.
Well, yeah, for sure.
You know what, man? You should be booking for WWE for real.
The ring setup.
On your way.
Are they? The ring setup look like Wrestle? Does I don't recall any other pay-per-view looking like this other than WrestleMania. So this is them turning it into Summer WrestleMania.
I mean,
I didn't
always
realize
thought it
that
was Ben, but it did look that way. It did look.
Yeah,
I think very similar to
the actual setup. Yeah, because realistically, it looked kind of like how it looked in Philly, where the ring and then they had a hole. But I think. When did was it Jeremy? It was Jeremy Piven that said Summerfest, right? How long ago was that?
That was a bit of shit.
Was that 9 years ago, 12 years ago, something like that?
One last time, fucking Honor Ross was lit.
Whenever they really, Facts. We were just talking about that, but shouts out to Pod on and offline. I think when they started going to Hollywood, me personally, I feel like that's when SummerSlam felt like it was supposed to be like a number 2 or a number 3. They always called it the biggest party of the summer, and like I said, I think like we were saying, I think a lot of people look at that as the pro wrestling fans WrestleMania, because it's always been a situation where you're getting a big return, Brock Lesnar's winning a title, like something happens where it changes the trajectory. And I think we had again Gunther winning, and now going with him and Randy Orton and Bash in Berlin. Braun Breaker winning sets a whole a new path for the IC title. Hell, Liv winning and Gunther winning kind of helped turn the Judgment Day into the Terror Twins and everybody who was left. There was a lot of change that happened that night.
Mm-hmm. But that's what I think that's what the big pay-per-views are supposed to do. They like season finales.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So it starts you on the way to the other and that's really why you got such a good show on Monday, is because there's substance. It wasn't just the letdown and then the bridge to the next show and the bullcrap. You actually get to see them starting to tell full stories, and you start seeing them turning these pages.
Facts.
So, and the crowd here is the crowd here. So you know what I mean.
No, it was crazy.
There needs to be a PLE in Baltimore ASAP. Hurry up! Stop playing.
Wait,
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm selling chicken that weekend. I'm getting rich.
Wait, Mimi, you mentioned, because y'all had the buckle the day you was talking about, or the day we were having a conversation about Baltimore. When the last time Baltimore had a pay-per-view?
Yes.
It's really been that long. Like that was what was it 2017?
So I think what you guys said, 2017, Extreme Rules.
Extreme Rules 2017 was the last Baltimore one, and then Full Gear had one in there you go. That was the show right there. June 4th, 2017. So it's been a minute. Again, DDM ain't here, but DDM was at the show and on Monday night, and I saw the video footage of his section when Bronson Reed was in there trying to kill Seth Rollins, and it was, you couldn't hear nothing.
It's up.
They say they were writing him off TV. He's cleared, but he's still dinged up.
Yeah, from what I understand, the segments with Seth Rollins and Dakota Kai from Monday night were meant to write them off the show for injuries. But yeah, I did hear that Seth's technically cleared, but I thought he was going to be wrestling Bronson Reed at Bash in Berlin, but then that report made it sound like it may not be happening there, because that's not that far. That's what, 3 weeks?
Get Bronson Reed into something.
Bronson Reed need to be beating somebody up right now.
Everybody who talks to him says like he jumps off the screen, he jumps out, like he lights up a room. He's different. They say
facts.
Yeah, they just haven't figured it out yet.
Exactly.
He should be whipping somebody's ass Monday.